Hi. Whew. I'm doing something different today. Gonna make a blanket. Gonna start one anyway. Gotta plug you in. Okay. Might have to angle it down a little bit so you guys can see me. Hi, Texas. I'm gonna start with a chain. 3, 6, 12. That's good enough. Might have tightened that too much. Can't get my needle through there. Hold on, pull it apart. 1, 2, 6, 11, 12. I'm going to start a blanket. I sometimes do this in the wintertime. Normally, it would take me 2 weeks to finish it. But that's me doing it from the time I wake up until the time I go to sleep. And I'm just not going to do that. Not right now, anyhow. And that's a pretty big size blanket too. Usually fits about a queen size bed. One time I made my grandma this blanket, and one of these days I might show it to you guys, because after she passed away I got it back. But I made it in squares, so I made the squares probably about 2 foot by 2 foot, and then I had to sew all the squares together. But it was so big by the time I got done with it that I can put it in my bedroom and it would go from wall to wall. That's how big it was. Yeah, it was really big. I'm going to do 3. And then 1, So what'd you guys do today? Anything fun? This is the color I'm using right now. It's got two or three different shades of pink and white. Hey Smokey, I'm just starting a blanket here. Just chilling on here, seeing if anybody wants to talk. Oh, did you guys see my last short with nobody wants to talk? This thing grows pretty fast too when you're doing it. Notice how I started off with a circle. It'll be a square here in a second. Yeah, I really like those sets. Oops. I think I'm gonna try to get yours mailed out to you on Monday. I have to go to town Monday anyway. So as long as I get up in time before the mail place closes. I mean, usually I wake up and before the mail place closes. It's just getting myself motivated to go anywhere. But I have to go somewhere Monday anyway, so. And I'm gonna try to, we'll find out. Uh, this is the envelope I'll be sending it in. I've already put a set in one of these to make sure that it'll fit and close fine, so. It also says it's moisture resistant, but it's got the bubble wrap inside it. My night's not going too bad, I don't guess. I went and seen my dad for a little bit, and he tried to explain some of his treatments for his cancer. I think we both got a little bit confused, but he's got to start hormone shots before he starts radiation. So I appreciate you always being in here and having somebody to talk to. See, now it's turning into a square. Oh, getting ready to sneeze, I think. Thank you. They said that the least is like a 80% chance, but I'm pretty sure that it'll cure it. Just the radiation. They did say they said there was a 99% chance that he'll live 5 years, a 98% chance he'll live 10, and a 95% chance he'll live 15. That's barring, no other complications or situations happen. They did find a clot or a blockage in his heart, so they went in there and checked it out and said that it was okay, but they gave him some nitro pills to take just in case, if something does happen, he has them on hand. Yeah, cancer does suck. I have a little cousin actually that when she had just turned a year old, 3 days after her first birthday, they found out that she had uh, leukemia, and she fought it for a few years. I can't remember how old she is right now, but she's finally in remission, so that's a good thing. But I think she's oh, probably about 5 now or something. Poor kid, she had to go through a lot. Oh, I know. Hi, I am so high. I am not so high. I might have picked a boring thing to do tonight. People probably don't want to watch me doing this on a Friday night. I just figured I'd go live, see if anybody wanted to chat. I'm glad that she's uh, good now. I actually had to have a biopsy done on my breast a couple years ago because they thought that they had something there, but luckily it turned out it was just lymph node fragments or something. But those biopsies they do on your breast, whew, they don't hurt. But like when you're sitting there watching them, like they have the monitor beside you, and they've got this gun, like they did mine, like kind of back towards my armpit. Um, but they had this gun that they would put there, and they would pull this trigger, and it was like a loud noise, and it would shoot a needle in there that grabbed a piece of whatever. And she said, "We got to do this 6 times." And of course, they numb it, they put numbing cream on there, which was good because, like I said, I didn't feel it when they did it. But I was watching it on the screen, plus hearing that gun, it clicked when it went in, and it clicked when it came out. Ended up giving me an anxiety attack. So, about the fourth or fifth time that they done it, yeah, they had to do it 6 times. About the fourth or fifth time that they done it, I was like, um, I'm starting to sweat real bad. I feel dizzy, getting lightheaded, and so they went and got a cold wash rag, put it on my head and stuff, and I think it was just like I was having a panic attack from all of it. But then she got to the 6th time, and then she was like, "Oops, I missed. I have to do it again." And then so she did it a 7th time. And then after she done that, she was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got to put this little piece of titanium in there to show where you've been biopsied at before. So if I get the mammogram done and something comes back in that spot, they know it's already been tested there with that titanium." So basically, she ended up doing that gun like 8 times there. It was crazy. I told my husband, I said, "It didn't hurt, but I don't think I'll ever want to get that done again. Not unless they want to fill me up with some Xanax or something." Give me something for my nerves before I go in there. America! Reminds me of my nephew. My square's getting bigger. You can? I think I went back. Okay, guys. So I don't think personally that I have a country voice. And I went back the other day and watched two of my lives. One of them was the one that I had copyrighted because I was singing in it. And, and my singing, I think I'm actually pretty good at singing. I didn't really think so before, but after listening to it, I'm like, that's not too bad. But I didn't realize what my voice sounded like until I re-watched my live. And so I watched another one just to see. I had to make sure, what I was hearing. So I watched another one, and I looked at Jake and I was like, "Do I really sound like that?" He was like, yeah. Then, of course, I told Moon, and he was like, "Yeah, you definitely sound country." Hi, Yumi. Just making a blanket here. Or starting one, anyways. It's not going to be done anytime soon. I was going to let you all pick the color that I started. But I waited, I think it was like 2 minutes or something, and I was like, I'm just going to pick a color and start going. So maybe next time you guys can pick the color. I have so much yarn. I need to start using it up. I have made a baby quilt before for my grandson. He's 12. When he was born, I made one for him. Jake's mom actually had to show me how to use a um, sewing machine. And then she gave me one of her sewing machines. Of course, she had to teach me how to use it, but so I made his baby blanket. And I did really good until the very end, when I was doing the binding. And in the last corner of the binding, I just got a bunch of like knots everywhere. So it wasn't great, but it was my first time. And then I actually have one that started up there. What is that? Like Batman or something? I don't know. But I do rag quilts. That's the blankets that I make. So I don't think I can reach that. And I don't know where one's close by. But, anyways, so I do like little 10 by 10 sections. And um, when I sew them together, I make sure that there's fringes. So it's got fringes around every 10-inch square or whatever. And so it's like just a great big, uh, I think it's like, was it like queen size, Jake? I think is what I make. I mean, I've made my kids their twin size whenever they were younger, but hey, Sneaks, how are you doing? I am doing good. How are you? Sopa's back. Throw blankets and masks. Me and THC. Hey, what's up? What kind of throw blankets do you make, Yumi? Like from yarn or um like do you do the uh like flannel ones where you like tie them together and stuff like that? Or the fleece? I've done those too. I actually have one back there that I made for Jake's dad. Um, After he passed, uh, we got it back, so it's sitting back there in our bedroom. The fleece. Yeah, I like the fleece. I like flannel and fleece. There for a while when I was doing my rag quilts, and let me. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna unplug you guys and show you guys real quick. Now, just remember, my freaking closet is disgusting. There's just a bunch of shit everywhere. So up there is the blocks, and I think it's Batman, but I've already got all the blocks made up. All I gotta do is cut them and sew them together. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I didn't know you was live. I didn't get no notification. I do, well, on my, uh, rag quilts, sometimes I do flannel with it, but I do cotton most of the time. And, there for a while, I, uh, I was kind of addicted to going and getting the fabric and stuff. And our Ace hardware store, it's used to be Ben Franklin too, so Ace and Ben Franklin together. They have truckload sales, right? So it's like $1.49 a yard. So I would just go there and spend like $100, and like I'd come home with just like 8 yards of every different kind that they had. And well, actually, I think my dresser in my bedroom, the top two drawers I use. The bottom 2 or 3 drawers are full of nothing but fabric. The rest of my clothes are in the closet. And then I have a bookshelf, actually, that has a couple shelves full of fabric. And my, yeah, exactly. It happens. Um, my brother in law called me last summer, and he was like, "Hey, you want some yarn?" And of course, I've already got, you know, a ton of yarn. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Because his mom had a bunch of yarn. So I was expecting him to bring maybe a couple bags, like grocery bags. He brought 5 gigantic boxes full of yarn and full of fabric. I mean, like, one of them was full of fabric, but the rest of them was full of yarn. And I was like, that's where most of that came from. That's up there. And I still got a tote here that's full of yarn. I've got a trash bag behind me that's full of yarn. And at my aunt has um, a storage shed that she has one of those 33-gallon trash bags of yarn that she's holding for me in her storage shed because I just don't have nowhere else to put it. Like, I'd be online and I would see somebody say, um, all this yarn, 2 for $1 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm going over there. And then, of course, I would go spend $100 at Walmart buying more yarn, but I've got a lot of blankets. We will always be warm in the wintertime. I have Jake's mom's wardrobe thing in the living room is full of blankets and baby blankets. And then I have 2 or 3 quilt racks that I've overlapped my Afghans on there. So we have plenty of blankets. And sometimes whenever I get cold in the wintertime and Jake's saying, oh, it's too hot, then I make him throw another blanket on me. Hi T, how you doing tonight? Plus, the reason why I did the yarn tonight is because I have my most favorite slippers on, and I didn't want to get resin all over them. So, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Um, Texas, do you make hoodies? It just depends on what design you want on it. I actually have a file on my laptop, which I've not opened my laptop in probably 6 months. So I don't even know if it'll even turn back on. Um, Last time I had it on, I had to keep it on the charger to be able to turn it on and use it. So I have a external hard drive hooked up to it, and I have like a couple thousand SVGs on there. So just depends on, what you want. I can always go on the Cricut, or somebody can send me a design as long as it's not too much, too detailed. Because I don't do a whole lot of details on a lot of stuff. But if somebody can send me a design, then I can put it on my Cricut and try to clean it up, and my Cricut app anyway. I can clean it up, and then you know I print it out and then slap it on there. Um, those blocks that you've seen, the lino blocks that I had, I got them to try to draw images on them to try to make shirts and hoodies with. Uh, Depending on the size of the hoodie, um, they're going to be about $30 to $35 because I'll have to go and buy the hoodie myself, and then after I put the design on there, the time and the stuff that I use to put it on there. So it'll be about $30 to $35. T-shirts run 20 to 25. 20 being anything smaller than a 2X, and then 25 for anything over 2X. And then that same thing goes for the hoodies. The hoodies is 30 for anything under 2X, and then 35 for anything over the 2X. I actually have to make my kids and my grandkids decided that they wanted hoodies for Christmas. So I've actually got to go and buy the hoodies for them to make their. I like to go ahead and get Christmas done and over with when I can. So I hear you. Thank you, Yumi. I try, anyway. Hey, Pablo, didn't see you there, sorry. The skull and the roses I could probably do. Um, oh. Um, yeah, I have all different colors of vinyl and stuff. And like I said, I want to start doing the stamping, and I need to get the paint, the fabric paint, because I think that if I can get like a few different um, like set designs that maybe people would want to get, um, then I will already have that stamp done, and then I could just roll the paint on the stamp and then stamp it on the shirt or whatever. And you guys seen last night where I tried to make the hat, which is right here. It doesn't look too bad, but there's some spots on there, you know, where I messed up. And but I'll show you the little, instead of using my heat press, which I've got to take, you guys already seen my heat press before. So this is the part for the hats. And then this is the other part. So I have to take the arm off of my heat press and put this one on there, and then I got to take the bottom off and put that one on there. So I didn't know where Jake's tool was that I needed to do that. So I just used my little mini iron. So it didn't do a great job, especially on a hat. But my mini iron, it half-assed worked. It is. It's like, I mean, look how tiny it is. It does all right for little projects. But something like on that hat, I really should have had my press together and done it. I think I've gotten like fiber in my eye or something because it keeps itching. All you have to do is send me that skull and rose design, And I should be able to take a screenshot of it or whatever, and I can put it directly into my Cricut app, and then I can go in there and try to clean it up and do whatever and see, you know. It shouldn't be that bad, though. Not skull and roses. The only bad part would probably be me trying to layer. I'm not very good at layering, but I've done it a couple times. If the roses are like in the skulls, whatever, mouth, eyes, whatever, that would be like the only difference. Me trying to get them placed just right. Plus, I'm like kind of going blind and stuff, guys. I should be wearing my glasses, but a couple things I don't like to do is wear my glasses when I'm eating. I don't know why. It just bothers me. Yeah. Getting old. It bothers me to wear my glasses when I'm eating, so I take them off when I eat. And like now, with me doing this, I wouldn't have my glasses on doing this. It just bothers me because of my bifocals. My bifocals are just pretty much for reading, the bottom part, anyways. So I'd have a hard time seeing. Everything would just be too magnified for me. That hat, Sneaks, when I made it last night, I was thinking of making it for you, and what I was gonna do was, I got this design here, and then I was gonna put on the side, I was gonna put OG Sneaks 420 on the side, and of course then I messed up, because of my damn press. So or my iron, anyways. So whenever I get, like I said, I've got the pieces right here that go on my press. Actually, with the OG Sneaks 420, I'm probably going to have to use my little iron because I don't know how that would work on my press since it's only made to do the front of the hat. You still want it, even though I messed up on it. Or you want me to make you a different one that isn't messed up. And you can be like, or you can be like, look at this. She sent me this and it's all fucked up. Can you believe that shit? All right. I think Smokey just went live. Yeah, that was it. I was just gonna do the.
Let's see your press.
I was just gonna do this, and then on the side, I was just gonna do the OG Sneaks 420. Just, have it written down the side here.
See in two pieces. So this will go on the inside, right?
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go on the. Because
inside.
the piece that you got in your hand, will sit like this.
Right.
And then the hat would sit like this,
Right.
and then that
this
piece
would come down.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it work?
Because the bill may not let it, I don't know. But I mean, it might be easier to do this part or do it with this on the side of it. I don't know.
I don't see why it wouldn't work. I think it'd work better on the sides than it would up here on the front, because you've got.
I know there's that
this,
big pocket there,
yeah,
and
all that airspace in there.
I don't understand why it's got that pocket there.
Maybe on a flat bill or something.
I don't know.
That don't make any sense.
Don't be tearing up that
I
hat.
ain't tearing it up.
Hi, Musty. Thank you, Texas. I almost forgot what I was doing. This is a corner, guys. I'm not supposed to stop on a corner.
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
I've got heat tape. Like, I didn't even have that, like, taped down whenever I was doing it. But I got all these different rolls of heat tape where I could tape the image down.
Right.
But I didn't last night because I'm a very impatient person. Very impatient, everybody. Just so you know.
Very.
Yeah. I don't like to wait on Jake, and I don't like to wait on myself. So, normally, if I have something to do, I want it done right then. What are you doing, nipples?
Nipples?
Yeah, your nipples are pointing.
Pointing? They're fucking soft.
Well, they're pointing.
Crazy.
What are you
I'm just looking at your collection you got over there.
I can't believe you got a freaking gun case behind me to where I can't get to my stuff.
We got stuff everywhere. Ain't got no room for nothing. Need to get rid of a lot of this shit. Anyway, can I go get cigarettes?
Only if you bring me back a snack cake.
That's gonna be hard.
How is it gonna be hard? How's it gonna be hard?
I'm just being sarcastic.
Are you just getting one pack?
I don't know, wherever you want me to get.
Yeah, just get one pack for right now. There's $25 sitting on my end table.
Right.
So take it out.
I ain't worth it though.
No?
Please.
Jake! We'll talk about it when you get back. Vacuum just tried to take me out again. Right? No, Musty, not wind gun case. You see it back there? It should be in there with one or two of my guns in it. But no. It's right here in front of my computer desk that has all my stuff surrounding it. And every time I want to get into my stuff over there, I have to move it out of my way.
a block of foam so we can put guns in there. It's just a plastic shell right now.
Oh, it can be set somewhere else. Jake just says there's no room anywhere else. It could be set out in the garage. It could be set out in the camper. It could go in the closet. It can go anywhere else. It can even go into the living room. Jake, it's yours. Oh. Yumi, you probably shouldn't be vacuuming with crutches. I was actually thinking about etching some glass tonight, but that would mean I'd have to, cut out the design and all that stuff. So I was just like, nah, I'll just do something that's already ready for me to do it. See, there again, patience. I just don't have the patience. That's like why I chose the resin and stuff like that. It's like, all I gotta do is mix it up and pour it and walk away. Shouldn't, but it won't get done otherwise. Just gotta not get step over it, trip over it. Yeah. Um. Hmm. I don't know how to help you there. Sit on your butt and scoot it around. I don't know. That would be a funny sight. So if you do that, please go live and do that. uh, I would have to see that because I don't know. It would almost look like, how like whenever a dog like has worms or something and is scooting its butt all over the carpet or whatever. I think that's what it would look like. Who wants to spam the emote thingy on the side? Tell Smokey I said hi. I know, it would be funny. That's why I said if you do it, do it live. And make sure you let me know before you do it so I can get in there. I might have to make Jake make me some brownies tonight. You guys will all have to help me. Tell Jake to make me some brownies tonight.
I have no milk.
You don't need milk to make brownies.
You don't.
You do not need milk to make brownies. There you go. Make me some milkless brownies. Why would you need, you don't need milk to make brownies. You need water, oil, and eggs.
I was thinking of cake. Sorry.
You need milk to make uh, pancake batter, um, maybe biscuits. Pretty sure you don't need milk to make cake either.
Yeah, what you got to go with me anyway?
The dogs don't want to leave me. No, they're not special brownies. I won't eat special brownies. Milkless brownies. You mean, do you put milk in your brownies when you're making them? And Texas, what kind of pizza do you make that has bones in it? Tankless military. I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about. You guys are being all weird. Yeah, no weird food for me either. I just want some brownies, damn it. It's my birthday. I should be able to get what I want. And Jake, you are supposed to be driving primerless bullets? What the hell are you talking about, Musty? Thank you. Musty's on one tonight or something. He's talking some weird shit. No, I don't want a honey bun. I want a, a cupcake like thing. Something. Never mind. Just don't even get it. Just get back home. Go get the cigarettes. Get back home. Make me some brownies. While I'm thinking of my channel, Tank Game. Don't tell me no, Jake. Do what you're told. I don't hear the car starting. The dog's up there yet? They done took off out of here. I hear it now. Uh-oh, here it comes. Sorry, guys. You want a cupcake then? You just said a snack cake is all you never said what you wanted. Yes, a cupcake. I need a cupcake. Thank you guys. Well, Betsy apparently don't care that you're leaving because she just came back in here. I don't know what Sis is doing. You like my big ring, do you? Do you know much about jewelry? Um, the ring. I'm gonna show you. Okay, Jake. You see this? I know it's sterling silver. This thing is so freaking heavy. But anyways, I don't know what that stone is that's in there. It's like 2 or 3 different shades of color in there. It was my grandpa's ring, and obviously he's got a big hand because even on my middle finger, I have to have it taped up. And he always wore it on this finger. But this thing is so heavy, like the first time when I first started wearing it, and it's been, let's see, my grandpa passed away in on Christmas Day 2016, so it's been almost 8 years. Right now, 2014, so it's been almost 10 years. So uh, when I first put it on there, it was so heavy that my finger was like drooping all the time. But I've gotten used to it, and now like I take it off at night because my hands swell really bad. But whenever I put it back on, what I don't have, if I don't have it on, then I'm like, oh god, I feel so naked. Like, why isn't my hand so heavy? And yeah, I don't know what it is. Like somebody was telling, a couple people told me they thought it was like tiger's eye or something like that. Yeah, uh, it was 2014. Well, I kept getting those mixed up, Jake. I couldn't remember if it was. Yeah, your mom passed away in 2016. Grandpa passed away in 2014 because that was when we first. I think it was right after we moved out of here. No, we were still living at your grandma's then when Papa passed away. But yeah, Christmas Eve, that sucks too. I mean, we were all like, I had my kids ready. We put all their Christmas presents in the car. I've, I don't know. I feel like I've got something itching my eye. But I put all my kids' Christmas presents in the car. We were going to the hospital because he'd been in there for a couple weeks. We were going there so that he could watch all the kids open their presents and stuff. And about the time I got everything loaded up, I got a call saying that I needed to get to the hospital right then. And when I got there, he'd already been passed away before they even called me. really. So, yeah. It was not a fun Christmas, and I really don't care for Christmas anymore after that. I think some of these little fibers have gotten in my eye or something because it just started messing with me since I started doing this. Oh, you guys check this out. Tell me if you know what kind of bite this is. I'm going to show you as soon as I get this one done here. You see this on my arm? Let me pull you guys closer. You see this on my arm? You see, like, the different... There is a little hole right in the middle there. And then this is all raised up. And then there's redness all the way around here. I think it's some kind of spider bite, but I just don't know exactly what it is. That's what I get for letting the spiders live around here, I guess. I know I've already seen like 3 different kinds of spiders in the house. One black spider that's living in my back door. Well, there's been a couple of those. One of them was in the kitchen too the other day, scared the shit out of me. Then we got wolf spiders. They're everywhere and they're huge. They're like this big around. My daughter one time, this used to be her bedroom when she still lived here. And I came into her bedroom one day and I was like, Savannah, why do you have a bowl taped to your wall? And she's like, because there's a spider in there. And I was like, why didn't you just smash the spider instead of putting a bowl over it? She literally took one of my kitchen bowls, put it over the spider, and then her favorite team is Green Bay Packers. I think that's what it is. Anyways, she had duct tape of the Green Bay Packers. And she used her duct tape to tape that bowl to the wall around that spider. Panda's live too. I don't think I got that notification either. Nope. Only one I got was Smokey. Smokey ended his. Texas says Panda's live. If anybody goes over there, tell him I said, what's up? Yumi, I know that you play Pokemon Go, right? I can't remember if I still have that on my phone or not. I mean, obviously I still have an account, but out here in the country. Actually, I have a good spot out here. When I first moved out here, there was no Pokemon out here whatsoever. And after a while, I guess they cloned or whatever. I have a nest out here now in my driveway up there. So, like, anytime I open up my phone to Pokemon Go, like, my whole driveway is just full of Pokemon. People come over all the time, and they, like, before they even come inside, they sit out there in my driveway for like 20 minutes catching Pokemon. And they're like, oh, I just caught a shiny out there. I'm like, seriously? Like, I've been checking every day for a week for a damn shiny out there, and you have to get the shiny one? I haven't played though for a while because I just haven't been going to town. My close, yeah, I used a lot of lures. My closest, there's a church down the road that has a Pokestop, but it's hard getting signal at that church. So you'll be lucky. I mean, if you sit there long enough and hold your phone out the window and probably turn your tongue to the right or to the left, then then you might get signal enough to be able to spin it. And then the other um, Pokestop that's close by is actually, uh, I think it's like 3 miles down the road. It's like on the highway. It's at a cemetery. But I used to go like all the time. I would go walk the cemeteries and stuff because they have so many different Pokestops and gyms and stuff there. So I would just walk around, keep walking the cemetery and get all the Pokemon. The church near me. Church Pokestops are weird. Hi, Jelly. How are you doing? Yeah, I mean, I like going to the cemeteries and stuff like that and walking around. And except for the one in town, they have a family of skunks, and I got chased by skunks. Seriously, like they chased me out. There was like a whole family of them, like a couple babies and the mom, chased me out of the cemetery one night. I thought for sure I was gonna get skunked. Yeah, like I said, I have to check my phone to see if I still have it on there. Um, because I know that like there for a while I would just like go in there and because I've got like over 500 or 600 balls, and so like I just open it up and at least catch a Pokemon or something, that day. Even if I didn't make it to town to spin the Pokestop, which sucks because I still have a couple of my quests were to, spin 7 days in a row. Well, I don't go to town 7 days in a row, so that's not gonna happen. I'm not smoking on anything, Musty. Jake has some stuff that he smokes on. I don't know what it is. Um, oh, I don't know. The raids, do they still have those, yeah, that set. The red, white, and blue set is actually Texas. He already paid for it. I just gotta send it out. Probably gonna send it out Monday. Those raids, do they still have the passes, where you can not have to be. I can't remember what they're called. You don't have to actually be there. Well, I know the free pass, but I'm talking about the ones where you don't actually have to be at the place to do the raid. Like you could just like people send you the invite to that raid or whatever. It's been a while since I've been on there, but I know there was like a couple different. Like you can even do it like from other countries and stuff like that. Yeah, the remote one. I think that's what I was talking about. Texas City's musty. Yeah, I've been in quite a few in other countries. Um, it was through like Discord and stuff like that because I have um on my tablet is where I have my Discord thing, and I have a Pokemon Go. Oh, actually, two or three Pokemon Go pages on there, and they send you the invite links and stuff like that. You can do it all over the world. I meant I smoke cigarettes and vape nicotine. Discord. They have limited doing overseas raids. I didn't know that. Did they just now start doing the limit on the overseas? I wish I could still do that cheat thing where I can just change my uh, VPN and go over there, but I almost got banned one time for that. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've been on there. Me and my aunt used to go all the time Pokemon hunting. Then my kids, my oldest daughter and my grandkids, they still go Pokemon hunting. Like she'll call me and be like, "Oh, we just went for a walk. We just got back from playing Pokemon, or we went to the park and played Pokemon, or it definitely does get you out more. Um, except for me, because like I'm 10 minutes from town, and I have to go by miles on my car because my gas gauge don't work. So I have to limit myself on how many miles I can go. And out here, where I live, I don't like just walking around out here because it's hard telling whose animal is going to be loose. we did have somebody that lived down the road that had a couple German Shepherds, and they tried to attack my nephew one time when he rode his bike out here. So I don't like for anybody to walk past. I don't know if they still have the German Shepherds or not. I haven't seen them in a while, but I don't like for anybody to walk by there. And we got nosy neighbors. When I first moved out here, the guy that lives around the corner, because they can't see us, my neighbors can't see us. We live like pretty much right in the middle of an S curve, but the neighbor uh, that way from us, he would walk down in front of my house or in front of our yard and stuff all the time. And I got to where my dogs got used to being out here, so I just let my pit bulls outside. And then he stopped us one day when we was driving past his house, and he was like, "Hey, I can't walk past your house anymore." And I was like, "Good, because you don't need to." He would go up in the woods and like just sit there and just watch us. I don't know what he was watching us for, but he would just because like we're surrounded by two fields on each side, and then woods across the street and woods behind me. So he would in the woods in front of me, he would just sit there and just like watch us, and I don't know why. So he won't do it now. Not that I let my dogs loose. My dogs know not to leave the property most of the time, anyways. But yeah, I usually love German Shepherds, but don't. My nephew was. I mean, he was of age when he was coming, riding his bike out here, but still, they don't need to be attacking people on the road. They shouldn't even be out of their yard. Um, Musty, did you just have a seizure or something? Uh, I don't know. Just a Texas Stoner 432. Akita sounds nice. I uh, I love mastiffs, pit bulls, dachshunds. I want a Chewiener. Um, I always try it. Like every time I get a new dog, I always tell Jake not to let. Like I'm like, okay, so when so and so comes up, when somebody comes over here, do not let them pet my dog. Do not let my dog around them. And he does it anyways. And I'm like, I want my dogs to only know us, not them. I don't want them running up to them, shaking their tail. Oh, it's okay, you can come on in. That's not what I want. I want my dog to be like, you better not cross that line, or I'm gonna fucking bite you. That's what I want. But no, my dogs, shake their ass and whine when they see somebody. They're like, oh, pet me, pet me. When the cops came last week, I was like, please don't shoot my dogs. They was like, are they violent? And I'm like, no. Like, they're probably the sweetest dogs you'll ever see in your life. All they want is somebody to rub their head and scratch their belly. I had one. Um, See, that's what I wanted. I wanted a dog that was only going to interact with us. I mean, I want them to know my kids and my grandkids, so that they don't get, to where I have to lock them up whenever the grandkids come over or something. But I just don't want other people putting their hands on my dogs. I want, like, I had a dachshund one time that wouldn't even let me touch my kids. Like, my kids would do something bad, I'd go whip their ass, and he would be there trying to bite me. They would hide underneath the bed because they knew the dog would go under the bed with them.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Put your sunglasses in the car too, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I liked Asa. Bog Stench, he was a really good dog. Um, a lot of people were scared of him just by the way he looked. And so whenever somebody would come over, like, he would put their hand in his mouth. He wouldn't bite down, but he would put their hand in his mouth, or he would nip at their pocket, and then they would come in and they'd be like, "Your dog just bit me," and I'm like, "Show me. Show me where my dog bit you at." Because my dog has never bit anybody in their life. But they were always scared. And I always try to tell them, if they're coming here at night, don't wear a hoodie and come running down the hill like, you live here or whatever, because my dog, he doesn't like that. He didn't like it when people would run down the hill and have their face covered to where you couldn't see them. And plus, he knew whenever I didn't like somebody. Jake's dog, Jersey, every time I would cry, she would get up on my shoulders and give me hugs and stuff. She was a pretty good dog, too. Panda is taking a break. Smokey has ridden. Smokey's back, or was. I don't know if he still is. Texas, is he taking a break for right now? A tolerance break. So, he's not going to be smoking for a while? Didn't he just do that not too long ago? I think he did. He needs to, really, because he's got that wheeze. I don't like that wheeze. I think he's got, like, COPD or something. I don't know. I thought he was getting his lungs checked. I don't know if he did or not, but he's got some kind of wheeze that sounds like it could be emphysema or COPD or something. Should really get that checked out. Look at my look. This is almost big enough for my wiener dog. Betsy, do you need a blanket? Do you need a new blanket? No, she doesn't, because she sleeps in bed with us under my ass the whole night. All right, see you guys. See you later, Yumi. You have a good night too, and thank you for coming into the stream. I just want to do something different and just talk while I, you know, done something with my time. But I'm probably going to end up ending the live soon. I think Sneaks is going to go live again. I don't know what time, but he did say something about he got a package. So, you know, Sopa, is Sneaks going live anytime soon so that we can see about this package that he got? His weed box? Did he already open his, did he already do that online? Did I miss it? Did I miss him opening the box? Sorry, I keep asking. Just let her answer. Okay. Okay. Good. Well, I am going to get around this corner, and then I'm probably going to cut this live off, and I'm going to leave this in here, work on later, because I don't want it to be in my room while I'm smoking. I don't know if I'm going to give this out or what I'm going to do with it after I'm done with it. So, we'll see how that goes, but I'm just going to get halfway to the next corner and call this one stop it for now. I don't like doing it on a corner because then I always forget. I can't find which corner I stopped at or which direction I was going in. So I like to get like halfway around before I put a stop on it. Maybe we'll do more of these chat and crochet kind of things. Maybe once a week or something. That way I don't have to like do this every night. And I think I might start doing like I'll have one night crocheting, one night maybe something to do with my heat press and the Cricut. I'd like to get my paint for my stamp stuff and start doing that too, and then maybe make some more water slide things. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to set off days for different stuff, so you guys ain't seeing the same stuff over and over again. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to get bored with anything I'm doing. So let's just end this here. Let me see what you guys have said. No. Got the THCA weed box. Jackaroo. Hey, Sopa. He's hanging out with the kids. Not sure when he's going live, but should be soon before we pick up the girls from the football game. Weed box THCA. I think so, Texas. Who's smoking what you got, Jake? Musty, I hope you go into Sneaks Live whenever he goes live, and then we can all continue talking over there. Goober time. But I'm going to end this now. I'm going to have my cupcake. See that, Sopa? I got a cupcake. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for all coming. Bye.